Hey everybody, was just thinking about this right now. I was climbing down a roof, working on a heater. I was like carrying this big old bag, plus some other things. Think, man, that's a lot of weight. I need to go clean it up. So I'm gonna do a cleanup and show everybody what I carry with me. Well, some of the things I carry with me. Flashlight. It's kind of a big flashlight, but I really like the angles that I can get with this, like working under kitchens and stuff like that, kitchen sinks. So I like the big battery because it's a good base. I mean, it's not for everybody to have a big old flashlight like that, but it's big, but to me it's worth it, you know. My impact driver, I really love this thing, love this tip. It's got the 5/16 and the 1/4 inch on both sides. Perfect for units, refrigerators, stoves, dishwashers. You're always going to use these two tips. So if you can have them with you at all times on the bit. I have a shorter one and this longer one. I always use that. It's one of those tools I really, really love. Okay, I got this little canister with drill bits, electrical tape, stuff like that. I like this because I can just throw all my drill bits in here, and I use some concrete ones for when I'm, doing something in masonry or concrete. I do have a drill too, but a regular drill. But mostly I use my impact because when I'm driving screws, they don't strip them and they go a lot better. Flapper. I don't know if I want to carry a flapper with me all the time, but a lot of these calls that it's a running toilet, most of the time it's just a flapper. So instead of walking back over all the way to the shop for a flapper, this is one thing that most maintenance guys may not carry. I'm just getting into videos now, so I'm carrying this. It's not a tool, but it's a tool. I love this wrench, of course, for screws, for hoses. I mean, there's 101 uses for that. I love it. This is my Voltmeter. Also measures temperature. Wet bulb. I don't need to carry this with me. It's gonna be winter here pretty soon. We're in December already, so I don't need to carry that with me. Gorilla Glue, of course, very useful. Blank plate cover. I don't need to carry that with me. Tips, Phillips and flats, and I don't know what. I don't need to carry this. I don't know what I was doing that I was carrying this big thing, but I don't need to carry that. Shh, stay over there. A brush, it's not really a wire brush, it's just plastic. I don't need to carry that. Very important. Sometimes we're doing a little job, changing a thermostat. We drill a couple holes, we get sheetrock, on the floor. Some guys try to clean it like that. I always rather just clean it, have a piece of paper, throw it away. It just makes for a nicer, neater job. Anything you do, you can clean up. Sometimes it's just too dusty, you're working on something you need to see a little better. So it's always good to carry a brush. Multimeter. Of course, you're always going to need a multimeter. If you're working on units, if you're working on refrigerators, if you're working on stoves, anything electrical, you're going to need a multimeter. Actually, you can even check temperature with them. This is a crooked needle nose. You need to carry that. File. Always very important to keep a file with me. Stud finder is not something that you have to carry with you, but I guess no, I'm not gonna carry that with me. Not this time. 13mm wrench, not necessarily. 1/2 inch concrete bit, nope. I don't even carry that drill with me. Long screwdriver, oh, this has 1,000,001 uses. Long screwdrivers you're always gonna need to reach something, move something, unscrew something. 1.5 inch pedal bit. I probably drilled concrete with it because I tore it up. I don't need to carry that with me. Conduit, coupling, nope. Pipe cutter, always gonna need that. Even though I don't have my torch with me, but sometimes when I'm doing shower rods and stuff like that. I can cut them. A lot of stuff you can cut with that. Piece of wire is always really important for me to carry. I work a lot on electrical, and sometimes just looping something or stuff like that really helps. Channel locks, not even need to mention those. Everybody knows we need them. You know, that's probably the tool that you're going to use every single day. This tool is pretty cool. This is for your drill. Sometimes you're working between ductwork or little tight spots, cabinets, those little cabinets. And of course, this is a longer tip, but with a shorter tip, you can do a lot. You know, working sideways, you can hold the screw at a different angle, and just a very good tool that I love. I actually have another one of these in my truck because when I find them on special, I just buy them all the time because that's a good tool to have. Wire strippers, of course, always gonna need that. This is a messed up pair of pliers that just carry extra weight. This tool is for those one-sided screws that just go in, you can't take out. Flathead. Another flathead. I shouldn't be carrying too many of those because this is also a flathead. Extension, 1/4 inch. Nope. Fire. Tip's all messed up right now, but it works. I do have a gas water heaters, and some of them are the older kind that have a pilot that you need to light up. These are good needle nose. I use these a lot, especially on garbage disposals. These actually reach. I can pull stuff out. Sometimes a lot of calls on complexes are for garbage disposals. And this is a perfect tool. Between this and the magnet. I don't know why or how. I always find screws in garbage disposals. Well, don't ask me why, but people end up with screws in them. 6-in-1, that's just a 2-in-1 now because I lost all the tips. But I still got the two that I use the most, 5/16s and the 1/4. So it's very useful, even though I got it on the drill, but sometimes you don't want to impact every screw that you mess with. Trash, I don't know why I'm carrying that. This is one of those tools that if you carry it, you may not use it. When you leave it in the shop, you need it. So I'll just carry it. 1/2 inch, nah. Liquid tape, no, I don't need to carry that. This is a wrench for faucets. Yeah, that's one tool that I use a lot. Actually, I have a bucket with plumbing tools. And I have, mostly for when I do a lot of plumbing. But I don't take that bucket for, to fix a water faucet. I just take this and I take my gaskets. I love the screwdriver. It's really good on the wall plates. Take them off on. And then you have the flathead and the Phillips. So I love that. That's a tool I love. Utility knife, of course. Everything's just thrown in here. Batteries, yeah. AA's, yeah. Tape measure, of course. Gotta have a tape measure with me. Tape measure number 2. Nope. Sheet metal screws. I do work a lot on units, and I don't like to leave units unscrewed, or if you lose a screw, then people just leave them making all kinds of noises. I'd rather just carry screws with me. Joint compound for pipes. I don't need to carry that with me. I don't do that much. GFCI tester. Yep, gotta carry that with me. Tips. Yep, always need tips. Another plier. Nope, I don't need that many. Okay. Oh, this is a nice tool. It's missing the gasket. It's probably somewhere in there. But when you remove a water heater, sometimes you close that valve, it still keeps on leaking and leaking and leaking. So you put this on the end of it, and that if you don't make that mess, I should have 2 of these. There should be another one of these. I put one on each side because sometimes when they use the cold water, it ends up coming back into where you have the disconnected lines. So I carry those. Teflon for gas, Teflon for water, of course. Got some fuses. I do a rotation with the other complexes, as a lot of the AC calls are just, they end up being just breakers in the middle of summer. Fuses, sorry. So I carry some fuses with me. I don't like to go into other guys' shops and look for the, a fuse, because where do you find it? More electrical tape. That's always good to have. Another giant bit. Nope, I don't need that either. Nope. I don't know why I'm carrying that. I'm not a painter, but so at some point I thought I would need it, I guess. See, there's a lot of tools here. These you always use, drivers. Oh, this is an important one. 5/8, 7/16. I'll use that a lot. Toilets. No, carry that. None of that. So, little screwdrivers for thermostats. We're always changing thermostats, checking thermostats. These little fuses for pump rooms. I don't know why swimming pool pump rooms always use these kind. It's fine. So back here, down at the bottom, I have a lot of screws. We got this little one, just like this one, smaller, that I use all the time. So down here in the bottom, I got a lot of screws and wire nuts and stuff like that, a couple of nails, stuff like that. I'd rather carry that stuff with me, because I'm not one of those guys that likes to be walking around, I'm missing a screw, I need to go find this. I'd rather just carry as much as I can. Charger, of course, we all need a charger, especially when you're doing on-call and you haven't even had supper yet and you're still doing calls and your phone's dying and you don't know if they're gonna be calling you anymore, and you're doing a job and you don't know how to do it, and you end up watching a YouTube video to do it. So you need to have a charger. Another utility knife. Nah, I've got two in here. A little crescent wrench. Yep. Another flathead. I've got plenty. Phillips. Another Phillips. A fancy utility knife. Why not? Sandpaper. Always gotta have sandpaper. It's just always gonna need it. Always gonna need it. Or drivers. I got plenty of those. Of course, when I'm looking for one, I'll never find it. That's all right. I know they're in there. Got my spare truck keys in here. I don't know why. Another magnet. Another driver. Another battery. Pliers, always use those. Little screwdriver, very important. Little tight spots you can't get into, for not necessarily just screwing stuff, but gotta dig something out or something. Drill bits. This will just tell me if it's a 220 or 110. It's always good to know what you're working with. You don't want to touch either anyways, but at least you know. Voltage tester. This is a cool tool. This actually checks for continuity. So let's say you're working on something, you don't know what wire is what, you need to figure out what's continuity. So you actually become the conductor. If you touch it, nothing turns on. As soon as you touch this little piece of metal here, and then you are the, I guess not. It could be out of batteries. I don't know. No, it's still working. I'm just not getting enough here. Anyways, it works. It's a very important tool. I love it. I don't know why I'm carrying that. I know somewhere in here is my garbage disposal wrench. That's something that's always with me. Maybe not. I gotta look for it. But anyways, that's what I carry. I probably carry more stuff than I need, or less stuff than what other guys carry. You know, you're at your complex. I've been at this complex for about 9 months, so at this point I pretty much know most of what I need to carry on an everyday basis. Of course, nobody has everything on them all the time. I have a truck full of tools, and I'm still having to buy tools all the time because I don't have everything. Or for every job may require a different tool, or make it easier with certain tools. I'm just not in the business of walking back and forth all day for tool, you know, and I want to have 2 screwdrivers. If I break one or I lose one or one gets all dirty, I got the other one ready to go. I like to, you know, have most of the stuff that I know I'm gonna need. This is actually a lot of weight. This is still a lot of weight, but it's almost necessary to carry all this weight. And like I said, I have a bucket with plumbing tools. Because once you get into plumbing, that's a whole different game. I mean, a lot of these tools you'll use there, but there's still a lot of tools in plumbing and pipe wrenches and stuff like that I don't want to carry with me. But anyways, this is what I carry on an everyday basis.